Northern Garrett girls head coach Steve Fratz and assistant coach Pete Brosnihan. Coaches, congratulations on qualifying for the state semifinals. How is preparation this week going, and is anything different this week that you in your preparation and that you play Friday at 9 p.m.?
Well, we're beat up a little bit. So last night was more of a finesse practice, talking about what our goals are this week and what we're going to accomplish. Girls like to have a plan, so we talked about that. But we got some shooting in and just kind of ease back. I think the rest of the week we'll be hard at it tonight and the next two nights.
Of course, we had Harv Spiker's team made it to the finals, and so that's the only person we really have to glean any thoughts from. And he's been really supportive. He's came to our practice once and just gone over some things. And after our win against Smithsburg, he gave me a call and just said, "Hey, there's some things that I had missteps in when I was there, and I'll gladly share them with you." So I just think the whole community is just reaching out to do anything they can for us to make sure that it's the best experience it can be for us.
It's always easier learning from other people's missteps or mistakes or anything. What did Coach Spiker share with you, if you can offer one or two specifics, that you guys have thought, well, yeah, we can definitely avoid that, making that?
I think part of what his concerns were, like that when he played in the finals, they had to check out of the hotel. He didn't reserve a room for that second night so that they could all congregate in. He thought that they were kind of thrown into a different environment, waiting for that final game, where it could have been much more relaxed if they would have just hung out at the hotel they were staying at. I mean, they didn't have to go and swim, but they could have been around the pool. They could have just been together in a better environment. He didn't really describe the environment he was in, but you get the gist of what his message was.
Well, after practice Thursday night, I think parents are getting together and to prepare we're having a school pep rally that's open to the public at 8:45 Friday morning, and then the whole school, we got Brenda's planning a lot of cool things going on, and we're going to recognize the state wrestlers that made it to the states, but it's going to be about the girls, and then that way the school can send us off at 10 o'clock. We're going to head for Baltimore, get to the hotel, check in, come to peace a little bit, and get to the rack at UMBC by probably 5:36. That way we can tour the facilities, see where our locker rooms are, watch the first game with Dunbar and Joppatown, and just get in our mindset where we want to be.
First round of the playoffs for Northern, the Huskies beat up on the Blazers. Tara McKenzie went off from three-point land against Allegheny. It was somebody else. Morgan stepped up and had a career high 23 points, even though she's averaging only 5 or 6 points a game. Against Smithsburg, it was Tara came back and had a huge game. Who's it going to be Friday? Whose turn is it?
Well, if the three seniors can play like they have been playing, it will be someone that surprises you. Won't surprise us, but it'll be someone that rises above to throw in those 8, 10, 12 points that people weren't expecting, that will propel us to win. And that is what's unique about this team. Yes, you have great senior leadership. You got Kaylin averaging over 26 points. You got Tara averaging 16 points a game. Those two, you're getting 40 points out of those two every night. Morgan to throw in 20, that's the difference in that game. Who will be? Well, Morgan get her 10, 12. Allison get a dozen. Kirsten make big threes. Taryn, who knows? I mean, that's the good thing to make us victorious. That's what it's going to take.
I think girls are recognizing the opportunities when the mismatches are there, and like Coach says, I think they're just rising up, and that was the instance with Morgan at Allegheny, and we're seeing Allison Yalmer hit some big shots, and Kirsten. We had Taryn Brenneman come off the bench in the Smithsburg game, hit a huge 3 for us. So at any night, we expect it from all of them. I think it's team. That's what we're talking about.
Each of you has a senior daughter on the team, Caitlin and Morgan, who have played major roles in the team's success this season. What happens, win or lose Friday, win or lose Saturday, what happens after that? The seniors are headed off to college. 2 out of 3 are already have announced their plans. What about the coaching staff?
Well, obviously, we're going to go on and pursue following our daughter's career. I mean, I think that our time has kind of come and gone where we wouldn't trade anything for what we've experienced with all the kids. But they are our daughters, and they're certainly our love, and we look forward to be able to follow their careers and enjoy just sitting in the stands and watching them play.
Are either of you able to put it into words? Watching a team have such a run of success over the last 2 seasons, but not only that, but having playing a part in raising 2 of them in your own homes. Can you put into words what that has meant to you two?
No, not this time.
Obviously it's just a special moment, special opportunity. You throw Taryn or Tara in with the 2 of them. I mean, they've basically been inseparables for 6 or so years. The highs. And sure, there's been a few lows, but it's been predominantly highs from Tri-County to, you name it. It's record-setting. It's championships. It's tournament championships. It's been awesome.
It's tough to think about, but the end of the high school is near. But what we have built, a lot of people don't. What we built with our daughters, a lot of people never get that opportunity, and I'll cherish it my whole life.
And when we talk about them, it's easy to look past next year's squad. I look at our team, and I look at how girls have evolved this year, and Northern's going to be in good hands. Kirsten, Allison, Heather, Taryn, Lauren, and we've got girls coming up. I guess who's going to coach? Well, you always have to wait to see who ultimately becomes the coach. We have some ideas who might be, but we look at that and go, there's a foundation there. There's a tradition that's really started, and I just look for good things from Northern in the years to come.
Okay. Well,